Yo, what's good, y'all? MJ here at MJ the Greatest on Instagram and Twitter, back with this week's video. I just want to say thank you for clicking on this thumbnail. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the love, man. I definitely feel it, and y'all just keep giving me more energy to share it. The more I feel it, it's easier for me to share. So shout out to y'all. So before I do too much talking, I've been getting better at just kind of like getting right into it and not doing like unnecessary talking. So before I do too much talking, this week we're gonna be talking about my niche, and I found it. I found my niche, and I just like the fact that all these are kind of like, they're kind of going in order in a sense, right? Like they all kind of are following like some sort of line of thought. It's not just like random messages. Like I hope these videos kind of line up. Sometimes they won't though. Like I'm not trying to make it so like it's like a step-by-step kind of thing, because like as y'all know, like everybody's process is different. But I do want it to make it a thing where it's like y'all can kind of follow along with something and it's not just like sporadic all over the place. So so I don't do what I said I wasn't gonna do and talk too much. Let's just get into what, you know, a niche is, how I find mine, and why I think they're important, and all those like other details about and around a niche, you know. Before I get into like what my niche is and how I kind of got to that point, I think it's just important to talk about what a niche is and kind of what that means in terms of your business or just in your life. So a niche, and this is not like, I'm not Webster, so don't like, you can look it up too to figure out, but what it means to me is basically like where you fit in, you know. Like I always like to saying like, get in where I fit in. And your niche is kind of basically like where you uniquely fit in based on your unique talents, your unique gifts, your unique, you know, things that you have about you that other people just won't have because they're not you, you know. So a niche is basically like, you know, it's that sweet spot basically, you know what I'm saying, where it's like I can get in here and I can make an impact in this area. So that's pretty much what like a niche means to me. But how I got to a point to where I've even thought like I might need a niche, or having a niche will be beneficial to me, is thanks to another creator actually. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like I'm on YouTube a lot, so I watch a lot of different videos, podcasts, creators, you know what I'm saying. I think just like I told you guys before, like there's so much inspiration in the world to be had that you cannot limit yourself to one channel or one version of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to exactly put it, but you can't limit yourself. Like, don't limit yourself to just one version of inspiration. It's so much. So basically, from watching this creator, I was able to come across one of her videos basically where she was talking about how she found her niche, and basically what that meant for her, and how it was able to sort of help her business and help her to sort of formulate everything. So her main thing that she sells is jewelry that she makes. So she hand makes jewelry. She goes to a lot of craft fairs, craft shows, vendor markets and stuff like that, documents it, and, you know, puts it on YouTube for other creators like myself to, you know, give us some tips, advice, or just kind of show and share her experience. And one of the things that she said that was like a great piece of advice that I was able to take away from myself was that finding a niche really helps her sort of stand out in a place where it's kind of hard to. And just to like a little sidebar, that the reason why I say it's kind of hard to is because it's like let's be honest, like sometimes it feels like everybody is doing something, like everybody is creating something, everybody is making something. But the thing is that's good, right? Like that's not a bad thing. Like every time I hear somebody that wants to like start a clothing brand or start a new journey on something, like I encourage them to do it. I don't say it's easy. I don't say it's just like you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a millionaire the next day. But I encourage them to start, because I always say the first step is the hardest one. So whatever it is that you're looking to do, go ahead and do it. But you gotta be aware that it's gonna be some bumps in the road, just like any street you drive on. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no, like, you know what I'm saying? If you know how many people would be out of jobs if every road was paved 100% of the time, always? Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Just like start thinking about it like that. Like, you gotta sometimes expect the bumps to come so that you can roll with them instead of falling completely out. So I just want to sidebar a little bit from that, because like I know it's like sometimes you can feel like, damn, like, are we all doing the same thing? Is this person doing the same thing as I'm doing? Or whatever it is, we can get too wrapped up in that sometimes. And the thing is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if somebody else is starting a brand. It doesn't matter if somebody else is starting YouTube. It doesn't matter if somebody else is doing something, because they're not you. Only you can do what you can do. They couldn't even be you if they tried. So it doesn't matter. We got to get out of our heads sometimes, even me at times, because I kind of had to like stop looking around and just look straight, you know. But that was the sidebar on that. So back to the story of her. So what her niche was, and what it was a product that she introduced, and what she introduced was candles. And so as a part of her jewelry, she now had a candle line that she could also distribute to her customers. And what this did was not only offer a new product line, something for them to look at, but it also allowed her to offer a product that was in everybody's price range. It allowed her to offer a product that was basically, I don't want to say essential, but pretty, I mean, like, you could be hard to name one household that doesn't have at least one candle in it, and that the candle doesn't smell good, and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, candles are it's a big, you know what I'm saying? It's not exactly essential, but you know, candles are a big thing. So that basically, I took that piece of advice away as basically saying that, you know, we can all have clothing brands, we can all have YouTube channels, we can all do this and that, but like, what sort of separates you, or kind of allows you to stand out sometimes in the crowd of where, you know, you might feel like you're just one of many fish swimming in the ocean, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes that feeling is hard, you know, because you could feel like, even me, just as like a creator myself, I feel like, well, my work stands out for itself, so why should I have to do even more work to try to stand out even more? But that's not the right mindset to have, you know what I'm saying? The mindset is that there are 1 million clothing brands. It's probably 10 million, you know what I'm saying? But what truly does separate everybody else, everybody's already creating in their own unique way. So our art is already basically differentiating us, you know what I'm saying? But if within that brand, within that company, what sets you apart? What makes you different? What gives you not even an edge, but what allows people to have a different perspective of your clothing brand versus the next person's clothing brand? And I don't think that, like, I don't even want to necessarily say it was something like I thought about for a long time, or I ponder it, because I told you guys, like, it's dangerous sometimes in overthinking. Like, you can think about one specific thing sometimes for too long and come up with nothing. So you can, like, because you like stress your mind about it. So what I did was, like, I sat with that video and that advice from her and kind of just thought about it for myself of like, what unique talents, gifts, knowledge do I have that I could offer as a niche sort of, or a niche product to sort of differentiate my clothing brand, but also aligns with my clothing brand and what, you know, I'm looking to do moving forward. And lo and behold, man, I was able to find it, and it's exciting feeling, this amazing feeling. I've been hinting at this for a couple weeks. You guys have been watching know I've been hitting at something, and you probably like, what is he talking about? So without too much more talking, without too much more anticipation and build up, I am very, 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 very proud to show you guys this prototype DB water. DB water will be available for purchase very, 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 very soon. I know I've been saying soon for a lot of stuff, but this time I got something in my hand saying it, so now y'all can believe me a little bit more. This label is very, very close to what the official label will look like. This bottle, I cannot promise will be the same bottle, but this water that's inside is the water that you guys will be drinking, and I'm very, 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 very excited about this. It's taken a lot of me to not scream about this because I'm so passionate about this, but yes, it's here. Almost, not 100%, it's like 90% here, but this is real water in here. I can really drink this, and yeah. So that is my niche. That's a part of the new product line that I'm going to be rolling out for DB. It's going to be water. It's going to be called DB water. I'll explain what the D and B and DB water stand for later. It doesn't stand for what you think it stands for. Yeah, this is just, it's exciting, man, because if you know me, you know I love water and I love good water, and being able to have this opportunity to share this with my community, with you guys, with the world, insofar as I'm able to, it's a blessing, honestly. So this, like, you can kind of see, like, it's something I'm really excited about, and I'm gonna talk more about next week. Like I said, like I said, you guys know I like to keep it 10 minutes. This is something I can talk about for a long time, but I gotta give you guys something to come back for next week. So peace out, y'all. Catch y'all next week. Go get y'all some sun. Enjoy.